Take it away, sir.
All right, thank you, Lizette. Hey, good evening, WSB community. Well, just finished our East Coast also meeting, WSB meeting. I have I'm currently in Illinois now, but actually I have my my Gold Street pin here. I forgot to get my Oak Brook pin here, but sometimes I have a lot of pins in different offices. I have my IDs. So tonight I'm gonna share about building wealth through GX. Tony share about the strategy to move ourselves to become financially independent, right? So let me talk about the other options that we have in our campaign. So let me start with this one. Okay. Sometimes it's there's always technical issue when you start. Okay. Well, the other way we can build wealth, the reason that Tony explained about the X chord, because really we want to build wealth. The other way also we can build wealth through the GX system. So I'm going to talk about using how we're going to use the system. And when we do GX, there's a lot of things. We can see GX 315, but actually there's a lot of things in between. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of contents in between there. Now, the reason we do GX is to achieve these four things. I think there's a lot of people probably brand new here, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months in the business here, and maybe a lot of people also over years. But just to remind ourselves that the reason that we're here is to build wealth, to achieve these four things: freedom, flexibility, lifestyle, and purpose. And to do that, we have to build wealth. When I was working before, I had an income, but that is not wealth. So we need to be busy and building wealth to provide income in the future. So by building wealth, we have a system flow. It talks about MD trainee, which is GX1. Then we move to ourselves to GX3. Then eventually we become Titan X and Green Jacket. So let's focus on the GX1, right now, the people gathering. So these are the things that we have to do as a trainer. So if you are brand new right now, you're a trainee, you need to understand that this is the process. And the trainer wants to know that this is the way how to build this person to GX. So when you build a house, usually we gather raw materials. When you build a business, we gather people gathering. So the order of business is you join, then you own, and you share. So, but you cannot, the new trainee, the new campaigner just joined, cannot do this by themselves. So a fast start with trainer to learn. So prospecting, contacting, and presentation. These are the things that you cannot read books. You cannot go to school for this. These are the things that we're going to learn in the field. To qualify for GX, we need to do this. Now, they have a 7-step duplication to do this. But we have our great trainer, also a campaigner, that give us this visual aid, Rhoda, in the East Coast, provide the 8 bubbles. And out of these 8 bubbles, we usually do this in the same time we recruit a person. So we do our best to finish, to get it done as much as possible, all these 8, maybe 6 or 7 in the same night. So first thing is when we do our GX, the trainer and training has to do this. The first thing is the trainer's guidebook. In the trainer's guidebook, the most important for me here is a sharing list and understand the reason why you do this business. Now, there are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of businesses, there's a lot of job or profession that you can do. But why are you here? So you need to understand exactly the top reason from the beginning to set up the mindset of the new campaigner in there. And we also remember, we need raw materials, we need inventory. That's why we need names, the sharing list. So we discussed this right after the person joined our campaign. Then we explain about the GX. The process to build the business is GX. Now, we didn't join this organization to become an insurance agent. We do this because we're going to build a business. Okay, we explained how the GX works, and after that, how we explain the GX, we also provide him the PFS. Now, usually when we have our production, our points, usually coming from a recruit. I usually tell new campaigners coming in, or even Melissa, that we bring people and use your license to provide solution. It's a tough competition out there if you go out there portraying yourself as an agent or financial advisor. Unless you are Alec Chan, that even you talk, people buy. But we rely on the system. That's why we bring people to campaign and we provide him the solution. That's the reason that we have our license so that we can provide him the solution that we have. And by doing that, we use the PFS, personal financial strategies. Now, after that one, so we talk about field training. When we do the field training, you usually the building and industry. That's the only material that we use for recruiting. Building and industry, same thing as also doing the PFS at the same time. Now, by doing this, the new competitors also get trained at the same time. Now, after we talk about field training, let's say tomorrow we need to talk about the people, your family, your friends. Then we talk about also meeting and workshops. Workshop is a must. This is our orientation. When a new campaigner comes in, we put them to the workshop the next day. It's impossible for them to do this. So by being in the workshop, you understand how to articulate when you talk to share to other people out there. So it's like when you go to a job, there always orientation. Our workshop is the orientation for a new campaigner. So from the beginning, they understand that. And aside from the workshop that we do online, we also do in person. We open our house, our home to share to our friends, coworkers, and families to provide financial education at the same time. So we explain that by the time they join our campaign. From that, we also have from the beginning they have to understand that we have trainings and meetings every Wednesday and Saturday, and they have to understand that it's important for us to build in order for us to build. Now, if you just want to sell, probably you don't have to. But if you really want to build the business in the financial industry, $1 trillion industry, there's always a class, a meeting. All right, and we also have a big events. Always register that right after they join our campaign. Aside from this, we also provide him the startup kit. We introduce them because they are gonna do the business, but they don't have tools to use. So this is important here, very important. The startup kit, and also the pre-licensing. So when we do our campaign orientation, campaigner billing industry, we just do it probably in 20 minutes because we need a lot of time on the PFS. Remember, you're gonna do the IGO and all those things, application, plus also the registration at the same time, the same day for licensing. I don't usually do the get them to study right away. I bring them to the field as soon as possible. The reason because if they study right away, all they know is about insurance, and when you talk to people, all you talk about insurance, and that is that is not the way to do that because remember, you are not licensed and you talk about product for compliance purposes. You cannot talk about that. But the thing is, they're studying for licensing. That's what they know. So we bring them to the field so that they understand. For me, licensing is not about you cannot pass. There is, or you're not taking the test because you're scared of you cannot fail. But actually, the urgency. When you go to the field and see different situation to different families, then you can have the urgency now to I'll get my license now because people need this, and especially meet the spouse or business or the partner. Now, when we usually do our sharing our campaign, we have to make sure that the spouse is gonna be there or the partner, because sometimes when one partner is in your appointment, the next day or maybe a week, that person said I cannot do it anymore because my spouse is not gonna help me. For sure, given because they're not there during presentation, so it's a waste of time. So as much as possible, the partner or the spouse is gonna be there. So when you look at these 8 bubbles, in the same day, same night that the person joined, we take care of the 8 bubbles at the same time, as much as possible. Because tomorrow is another appointment for this person to get to the GX. There's no more tomorrow or next week. We do it as much as possible. So by doing the GX 315, these are the things that we have to do as a trainer and a trainee. All right? So why do we have to share why we have to do a sharing list? Or go out in the field or invite people to the BPM and do the personal finances strategy. So the purpose is to gather as many people as possible to join our business and of course to bring in as many potential trainees or GX. So when you join, you should gather at least 3 people who complete 315. Now listen to this. You gather 3 people that also do 315 GX. We're not just gonna get 3 people and forget them. We unhappy, I got my GX, then next one again. No, we get our GX, 3 people at the same time. They are gonna complete the 315 as soon as possible too. And it would help if you understand our business is a recruiting focused business. And when you aim for recruits, you will hit a lot of sales. Okay? So let me show you a page here from a system builder brick also. Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? Most of the time, we only have 2 types of people when they join our campaign. SB. Option A, spend 6 months just to study and get license. Or maybe get license right away, but make a lot of sales right away. The reason he got license as fast as he can because he wants to make money right away. But option B, assuming this person recruit 3 people and help others recruit 3 people who recruit 3 per month in 6 months, you'll have at least over 1,000 people. At the same time, you study and get license. Couple of scenarios here that we observed during many years in this business, that a person cannot get licensed 6 months, but build this organization. By the time he got licensed 6 months, he get to green jacket or close to CEO right away because of all these licensed people already. Or he got a license and use the license to provide. As a trainer, my job if you're a trainer right now, a brand new person, you have to understand the job of a trainer. The trainer is helping you to help you build your organization, your business. Because by the time you're licensed, there's a lot of people that you can provide solution and use your license. But option A, what happens you get licensed? So which one would you rather have? License plus 0 team or versus license plus over 1,000 people? License with 0 team, nowhere to go. But license with 1,000 people, plenty of places to go. You're not gonna run out of sales. You're not gonna go out there look for clients because there's a lot of people that you can bring them to GX and help their family, their brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their coworker, their friends. Unlimited. So because of the GX system, we achieve these things. Can you recruit and get licensed at the same time? So now you understand now the process of doing GX. I know it's easy to say, okay, just do 315. But there's a lot of things in between, a lot of work for the trainer and the trainee to accomplish these things. Now, assuming that we did it right, all these people, we have all these new companies recruited in our community. So the problem is, if they don't go to the meeting, there's gonna be chaos, conflict, confusion. There's gonna be a lot of problem when we do that. So aside from the system flow, we have to understand the meeting flow, where meeting and buildings never stop. So let's dissect this. We build people from event to event. So the first arrow said BMP. It means you bring the meeting to the people. You go to their house, you go to their office, you go to their work. You bring our campaign to them. So how many appointments the team has today? So one of the things I monitor with the team is how many people out there tonight. How many trainers are on the field doing their GX, completing their GX. Those are the things that we monitor. Sometimes our licensed person report us in the, oh, I closed 6,000 points, 10,000 points. The most important here is how many people are doing those things in a given night. So we bring the meeting to the people. That's the first meeting. The second is we bring the people to the meeting after they join our campaign. And we monitor. I have an attendant. I check attendance, how many guests attend in our BPM and how many team members show up also. So I have a lot of notes, a lot of notebooks, and monitoring for even the Zoom meeting and in person. I have all those attendance also. We monitor how many people in the meeting. So without going to the meeting, then they're gonna be a salesman because they don't understand exactly what we do here, and they always and they always depend on the trainer. Oh, I don't want to go to the meeting now. But what happened if they have an appointment? They call the trainer, and always the trainer do the presentation all the time, even though they've been in the business for many years. So that's unfair for other people too. So you show up if you want to make money. You show up. We are all the same here. Then the local events. The local events we have also like Trainers Academy. We just had that 2 Saturdays ago in Gold Street also, and also some people in Texas, some offices. How many team members are attending the monthly events? How many new GX are promoted and how many team members get recognized? Usually, we know when we get our production ourselves or points, yes, that's good. But the thing here, the one that we really have to really monitor and also improve is really the meetings, the number of people going to these events, and also the big events. How many members in the team going to the convention and attend? How many MD and SMDs? New builders that rise up and take charge of their team in the big event. Now you have to understand that our coach Swan Wen is the biggest person in the financial industry. The reason because he can move people, he can move to the big events, he can move to the local events, he can move to the weekly meetings. That's why he know how IUL works, I think, but I don't think he mastered how IUL, like the strategies and the index. I don't think he focused on that one. He focused on moving people to event to event. If we master that, then we're gonna have a big business. So a real business is to move people. It's unfortunate that most of us do not see the importance of the flow of moving people. And most new recruits do not go in the field. And most team members don't go to the meeting also. Many people don't participate in our local events, and worse, quite a few miss the big event. And if people don't move, nothing moves. Great builders understand it and master the art of moving and building people. I know right now people are still struggling how to present, how to answer those negativity. All these things, how to say, how to talk to people, how to contact people. We are still, a lot of people, even years in the business, is still stuck in that first stage, which is how to talk to people. That is important, but we need to get to the next level, which is the building the business. Because if we get stuck on how to present IUL, how to present the product, the thing is, we're not gonna move. So get it done, then focus on the main thing, which is building the business. Now, by doing this, I have a story here. Probably some of you know this story. This guy is a technician. There's a company called this technician and engineer, because the company is shut down today because there's a machine that's not working. They need to fix it, but they cannot fix it. That's why they call a technician, and it's gonna cost them $1 million every day if they're not gonna fix it. So what happened? The technician went there, and for 1 hour only, he point where the problem is, and went home. And and the company fixed that because they know where the problem is. Couple weeks after, he sent a bill to the company and a $10,000 bill. So the company complained to him that you only been there an hour, and you didn't even fix it. We fixed it ourselves. We just you told us where's the problem is. He said that, well, the 1 hour I was there, that's $1. But the 9,999 is the time I spent on the meeting, the training, the schools. The reason I got paid because of the sacrifices, the things that I have to do to the meeting. Same thing tonight. We are in the meeting tonight. I know you can see that I didn't make money. But the thing is here, when you go out there and help people, when you make money, actually you make money because of the things that you do tonight. You participate. Even Michael Phelps practiced for 5 straight years and win multiple gold medals. Just 5 straight years. Even Usain Bolt trained for full years to run 9 seconds. And some people do see result in 2 months and give up. So you have to understand, attending tonight, every Wednesday night, is not about the content of the meeting. It's not about the mindset here, okay? Because someday, you're going to run a big business and you don't know what to do. Now, with all those things, we build wealth. And again, I talk about by building wealth, you achieve those 4 things. Well, when I was working before this campaign, this business, I didn't have freedom to build wealth. I didn't have freedom to build wealth. My income just enough to pay my bills. But because of our campaign, our financial education, giving me a chance, this community, I have a chance to build wealth now. Now, the reason, when you have an income in your job, that's an income, that is not wealth. The thing is, we have to be focused every day to build wealth, because someday that would be our income in the future, to give passive income. When I was working, I didn't have flexibility of time. Even I got sick, I have to go to work. Even 10 inches of snow, we have to go to work because I can't afford to pay bills. In this picture, the mom cannot attend her son baseball because he's working. She doesn't have flexibility of time. Because of building wealth that we have, with Tony's training tonight, building wealth, and also by building GXU, building wealth to have flexibility of time. Now I have time now, personally, to attend all my daughter's piano lesson, all those lessons that she has when she was in school before, grade school. The flexibility of time. By building wealth, you achieve flexibility. And also, when you don't have wealth, it affects your health also. Because we work so hard, 2 jobs, 3 jobs to pay all those things, and it affects our health. Then the lifestyle is gonna be ruined. Your health is gonna be ruined. By building wealth, by using the GX system, you achieve a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. So, couple hours ago, I just ran too because I need to be healthy, okay? I ran a marathon, but if I was working, I don't think I can do that. So by building wealth, you have a healthy lifestyle also. And when I was working also, man, it was very stressful because the purpose I was working before because I have to pay my bills. I didn't like what I do, but the reason I was working because of the bills, never ending. But right now, because of the campaign that we have in this community, thanks to WSB, we have a purpose to help ourselves, but help other people achieve financial independence. You don't have to wait up to 65 years old to achieve financial independence. We can do it as early as possible too. When financial independence, we achieve these things. We have a freedom and flexibility in the lifestyle that we have, and we can attain that because of this campaign. Now, the other purpose for me is also I want to see my family as many times as I can. I have a friend in Vancouver. She went back home because her son passed away. But why we always wait until someone gets sick or someone pass away to see them? Why is it that we wait for that? So my purpose is I want to see them every month as much as possible, every year as much as possible. That's the purpose why I'm doing this, to also provide them, help them also at the same time. That's my purpose, to see them and help them, bring them to many countries as much as possible. and go to many places as much as we can whenever we can. All right? By doing this, we move ourselves from financial insecurity to financial independence. By achieving financial independence, you achieve these four things: freedom, flexibility, lifestyle, and purpose. And you have a choice. Either you do it now or you do it 20 years from now. It doesn't matter. You still have to do it. All right. And I have, and to finish this training tonight, I have a short video, maybe over a minute, to see the person that actually doing what I was talking right now, what we're talking tonight, we're sharing, actually in action. So person, how she do it? Well, I don't think you can do what she can, all right? This because of the mindset. Let me share to you a short video. Hold on, let me share it again, okay? So just look at this one and understand exactly when I talk about this, she do four things in one setting. So recruit, she provide solution, register to the convention, and also for pre-licensing in one settings. And this is what some of the things, this is 1% of the things that I observed from her. Is that only proof? And this is when the moments turn to memories. And this is when the future gets so clear to see. And this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece. And this is when the moments turn to memories.
Something happens sa ilang solution. Karon from TA ka, nahimo na kang associate. Mo nag 350. You bring 3 campaigners and 15,000 points is the total na ilang. How do you calculate points? Is bring yung
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from.
All right. So just to show a relentless person doing this GX, relentless, going to the big events, pushing people to big events and meetings. Right now, over 70 people to the convention pay shop. All right, that's my sharing tonight, and I'm sure that you understand this. And let's do it now. Don't wait until 10 years from now. Do it now. All right. Thank you.